Welcome everybody to the L Spot Show. I'm your host Camille J, and for the last time, I have my co-hosts Angela and Jameer with me. This is our last episode of the season, y'all.
What am I gonna do without you?
Yo, it's gonna be your last entertainment fix for a while.
I know.
And your last dropping gems.
It will be. But can I just say that, for this whole year, like, you've been such an inspiration, such a mentor, accommodating us and making sure that we grow. And I'm looking forward to see what you do next, man.
Yeah.
We love you.
I definitely had a great time producing and co-hosting the show with you guys. You guys brought great energy. I loved it. But let's not get too sad right now. This was definitely a dream of mine. And I love it because I think it's a great way to end our season, talking about living our dreams.
That's right. That's a great segue, by the way, because we will be joined by Ayesha Faines, who's going to tell us all about dream building and dream making, and somebody that I love because we're on the grapevine together.
Yes.
And we will be joined by someone special who's going to be here to interview us for a change. She's going to flip-flop the script, and we're going to see what's up with that.
That'll be definitely interesting, so make sure you tune into all that and more on the season finale of The L Spot Show.
Wow.
Now watch me work. Light, camera, action. Now watch me work. Light, camera, action.
Hey, welcome back to the L Spot Show. Like I said, we are joined by a very special guest. She is my homie and my seat partner on the grapevine, and she's going to talk to us just a little bit about why dreams and living in your dreams is so popping, all right? So please give it up for Miss Ayesha Faines.
Yes.
How you doing,
yes.
Queen?
Yes. Wonderful, because you know where I'm living my best life, and all of us
Ooh,
are too.
yes,
Right.
Yes.
We know that you are a multifaceted woman. Not only are you on the Grapevine Show, Ms. Jameer, but you are also a competitive salsa dancer, which is like a fun fact to find out. And you also are an entrepreneur and you have your own company. So we love that. We're all about living our dreams, and that is the theme of today's episode.
Yes, and I love that.
Yeah, and we all have our own little lanes that we navigate through, and I think it's so important to be multifaceted. So tell us a little bit first about your grapevine scene.
Oh, the grapevine.
Yeah.
Well, the grapevine came about by chance because Ashley and I grew up together. I actually grew up with Ashley's older sister. Oh. So, I remember when the grapevine was in its earliest stages, and I would go on every once in a while, and then at a certain point, she started asking me to participate in episodes, particularly episodes that had to do with women and power and sexuality, sexual politics, that sort of thing. And she just kept asking me. And, in my mind, when you're shooting, it's us around a table, it's a camera. It just felt so intimate. And it really wasn't until one day when I was getting out of a taxi, like on 72nd Street, and somebody's like, Aisha, and I was like,
You're a celeb now.
that I really realized, like, this reach is crazy. And to compare it, I used to be a TV reporter. So I know what it's like to be on TV every day and have people, know your face. And it's literally just like that.
It's just as impactful.
And it's an online web show, and it's crazy. But I think it's like a movement. Yeah. I think it really is.
What I can say about it is that, first of all, to have that many intellectuals that look like you is amazing. I always call us the X-Men because it's like everybody has their own superpower.
Yes.
And I think one way, isn't that good?
Yes, I love that.
I think thank you. I think one of your, like, you're just so engaging. Like, you happen to have your own voice there on the grapevine. But I want you to talk about the grapevine as a whole, like us being at a table. How were you able to find your own voice? Because as we know, it could be a little crazy.
Yeah, what I love, and I think this is to Ashley's credit, Ashley knows who to invite to the table. Right? Yeah. You know what I mean? First of all, I think being at a table is profound because we're all people who haven't been given seats at the traditional media table to begin with. And Ashley knows how to pick people who sort of have an opinion on different things, yes, but also sort of have their niche. So admittedly, I think Ashley sort of cherry-picked me a little bit because, my expertise is in women and exploring what women uniquely bring to society, to communities, to relationships, and sort of just redefining what it is that makes us powerful. So whereas I love talking about anything from race to cultural appropriation. You know, when you really see me fired up is when we're talking about sex and gender politics, because that's kind of my lane. And I think that's kind of how Ashley keeps the show spicy. She's got people who have an opinion on whatever you put in front of them, but they all have their things in which they can sort of turn up. Yep. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So you have your business, Women Love Power.
Yes.
Women do love power.
Don't they?
But do you think that that's a bad thing? Because it could be a, catch-22. So what do you...
So I think that our idea of what power is very warped. So people assume that power means you're in this like high position and you're using your power to like make all the little people be your minions. And that's not what power is. Power is literally like if I say like if I have a power outage in my house, I'm walking around in the dark and I'm surrounded by electronic products that don't work. Right? Power is agency. Power is the ability to do what you were put here to do. You know what I mean? It's the ability to get your needs and desires satisfied, right? And so as human beings, we all have to have power. The worst state we could be in is a state in which we cannot go out and drink if we are thirsty, eat if we are hungry, do what we need to do to satisfy what we need and desire. It's a survival mechanism. And the fact that we sort of look down at power, particularly for women, and we tend to think about women in power, we tend to use words like witches and bitches and all those things. It's the very negative almost association that we have with women in power. And I think that as sort of a function of, patriarchy, that's sort of a function of sexism, because everybody needs power. Of course, sometimes in relationships, people will agree to give up just a little bit of power for the greater good, but power is just a survival skill. And women, yes, women love power, not just powerful men. That was the meaning of me calling my business that. But I also really explore what it is that makes women uniquely powerful. Because it's not all just about, being aggressive. And sometimes you got to be aggressive too. But
absolutely.
Our creativity is a power. Our intuition and our knowingness is a power. Our sensuality is a power.
Knowing when to flex and when to not is a power.
To read people exactly and get people is a power. Emotion is a power. All of that is a power that we can use to, advance our cause and live life on our own terms.
Right. And how would you say that creating this company helped you live part of your dream?
Oh, that's a good one. I started it in TV news. I said that. And what I realized is starting out in that position right out of college helped me recognize that I loved engaging people. I loved talking to folks. I'm also a big introvert, so it's much easier for me to go to work every day and talk to this machine here and versus actually interact with people. So it was like perfect for an introvert. So I recognized there were things that I loved, but I did not actually love news. I did not care about the stories we were doing. I felt that there was a lot of sort of systemic injustice that's perpetuated in the news and in the stories you told. So it did not sit right with my soul. And so at a certain point, I had to say, am I going to continue chasing this news dream and really deal with the good and the bad and the ugly of the industry? Or, what is it that I want to fight for? What dream do I have for myself and my life that I really want to fight for? And why am I here? And I had to start thinking about what I was really interested in, how I could use the skill set that I had from news to really do something that I was passionate about and really make a mark. And I had always been fascinated by the lives of fabulous Black women, of women who were just living like they wanted to live, even if that went against the social codes of the day. So your Grace Jones, your Diana Ross, your Erykah Badu, your Eartha Kitt, when we were just doing the damn thing and they really didn't care what you thought. They designed their lives. And they created, a life and a lifestyle and a career and a family and relationships around who they were at their core. I was always fascinated by that. And I said, why not make that my platform, inspiring women to live that way, reevaluating what it is that makes women fabulous and powerful, and dismantling a lot of the ideas, the baggage that we saddle women with that sort of checks their ambition and it checks their ability to live their best life.
Right.
Okay. I mean, brilliant. Like, this is what I deal with all the time is brilliance. But not only she that, but like, if you really get to know her and see her on social media, you'll know that she's a competitive salsa dancer.
And I
as
love
well.
that. I love that.
You did it. I was surprised.
Right.
I was like,
me
this
too.
is not
I was
my
surprised.
Aisha.
And I love it because I love me some salsa. I love just dancing in all types. So
Yeah.
definitely.
Fellow dancer.
Yes.
So you speak my language.
So it was definitely a fun fact to find out.
Yeah.
And it just proves that women and men could be doing multiple roles. You could have just do what you feel is the definition of living your dreams.
Yeah.
It's all connected.
Yeah.
You know, everything we do is creation. You know, whether we love someone, whether we create a business, whether we go show up for work every day, where we fight for a cause, we're just creating.
Right.
So you have to just do whatever it is that fuels your energy and fuels your happiness and fuels your ability to go out there and give your best self. For me, salsa dance gives me the energy to go out there and face people and build a business and sit down and write. I can't do it without, you know, my therapy.
Right.
But for other people, could be, you know, who knows what.
Yeah. I think that was a great way to
That's
end
a
this
great way to
segment.
end it.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
You have
you.
given us some light. We're going to definitely be going out, living our dreams for the rest of the summer.
Hey.
Guys, make sure you guys stay tuned. We have Angela hitting us with the entertainment fix.
Bow.
But first, we're going to hear a word from our sponsor. Don't go anywhere. Akai Tire Artistry by Cynthia J is a New York City-based makeup artist who highlights each individual's best unique beauty look using their clients as inspiration. Akai Tire by Cynthia J provides services for fashion shows, television, magazines, and other media outlets. Their motto is be inspired, be an inspiration. And we are proud to have them as a sponsor of the L Spot Show.
I'm Angela Yvonne, and welcome to Entertainment Fix, where you can get a dose of pop culture in just 2 minutes. Rihanna is on the June issue of Vogue, and she has babies and love on the brain. In the issue, she talks about the swerve heard around the world when Drake presented her the Video Vanguard Award in 2016. Drake presented the award with a profession of love for the singer, went in for a kiss, then nothing. That's when it all went left, and they are no longer friends, but they aren't enemies. Taking time for love with her new billionaire boyfriend, Rihanna is getting used to being 30, and I must say it looks great on her. The magazine is on stands now. What about your friends? Is what Kevin Hart is wondering. According to the Los Angeles District Attorney, Jonathan J.T. Jackson, a longtime friend of Hart's, was arrested for extortion and is facing 4 years in jail. Jackson was the one who filmed Hart and the woman he was accused of cheating with in his private hotel, and then tried to shop the tape to different media outlets for money. Hart tweeted out, "Mind blown, hurt," at a loss for words and simply in complete disbelief in this moment. Wow. Now that's why you do your dirt by yourself. No witnesses. Congratulations are in order to American Idol alum Jordan Sparks and her husband model Dana Isaiah. The couple recently gave birth to baby boy Dana Isaiah Jr., weighing in at 8 pounds, 4.5 ounces earlier this month. The pop singer is overjoyed by the birth and having a new husband by her side. This is sure to be a talented baby. Congratulations to them both. That was your Entertainment Fix. I'm Angela Yvonne. Thank you for watching. Make sure you keep up with the conversation by following us at the hashtag #TheLSpotShow. And make sure you follow me at entertainment_fix and absolutely Angela Yvonne, and we will see you next season. Welcome back, and as we have told you, this is the last show of season 2, and we are sitting here in the hot seat with our boss, Empress Lanice.
Woo!
Look at you, in
Thank
front of the
you.
scenes this time.
You know what? It's been so long since I've been on this side that I actually, you know, kind of miss it a little bit, but I do appreciate being behind the scenes and working with you guys. But as this being the finale, I want to know, how has the experience been? So from each of you, what was your most favorite moment working on the L Spot Show for this season?
I would say my favorite moment was just being on the L Spot Show.
All
of it.
It's all the moments.
Yes, there wasn't a bad moment at all. I've learned so much being here. I've, gained another family. It's just been a really good experience. It really has. I don't even have not one complaint, except I need a writer next season.
Oh gosh,
Fancy
Here we
already.
go.
I think one of my favorite parts is booking the guests. I think this year we definitely had some really just outstanding, amazing guests on the show, and just bringing them here and just opening the dialogue and having conversations. I feel like we have learned a lot. We've had some very good, some heated debates on the show, but I think it's good. I think it makes for great TV, so thank you guys for watching. And I feel like I learned a lot with you guys. Yeah. So that's my favorite.
And Jameer?
Of course, it's working with us, ladies, right?
Sure,
right?
Yes.
Ladies.
Let's not count that out. I love you guys. You guys are amazing to work with. But also like the sing-alongs.
Behind the scenes, you guys don't get to see that.
We're talking about just like sing-along, bat, so it's always good to be yourself. And I feel like I'm absolutely myself, behind the scenes and in front of the camera on the L Spot.
The L Spot soundtrack on the way.
A blooper show.
So I want to know, I'm going to start with you, Camille. So this is going to be your last season on the L Spot show, but she's still with us. Don't get fooled by them in the intro, make it seem like she's leaving us. But how has your overall experience with season 1, season 2, and being a host, and even co-producing the show as well?
I think it really has just shaped my content creation. I think I've just grown a lot from season 1, even from when we were producing digital stuff that just went onto our website before we established the show. I think I've just grown as a producer, just to figure out what it is that people want to see, or what is it that people need to know. What voice do I want to have, and what story do I want to share? And I think I make that evident in like the guests that we choose or the topics we decide to go with. I think it's just overall the whole experience has just shaped me into a better producer. Hopefully, I hope I've been producing some good stuff. So yeah, I love that part of it. It's something that I love to do. So yeah, I'm excited for whatever's next. Producing more stuff, of course, with you guys. Maybe some of my own stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited.
Stay tuned for Camille. Don't let her fool you right now. But so Angela and Jameer, what is one thing that you learned, whether if it was from the content of the show or just experience, like how Camille said that how she felt that she grew from working on the show? What is one thing that you felt like you learned?
I feel like I've learned to trust myself a little bit more as far as being in front of the camera. I tend to psych myself out, and and what I enjoy about this environment, that there's no dumb mistakes, and everyone is able to, make you feel comfortable with being here and using this platform, because every day is a growing experience. And I feel that by watching all the content that we've produced, that I can see a growth from at the beginning to where I am right now. So I would say that's what I learned.
Look at you all quiet over there, like that's what I learned.
Because I mean, when you talk about yourself, you don't want to be like, girl, you a hot mess, child.
I feel like
not a hot mess.
We all work with each other behind the scenes, on camera, and just really pretty much help each other, balance each other out.
Yeah.
I feel like each of you guys have a certain skill that I feel like you all are learning from each other. But Jameer, what is one thing you've learned?
Well, I think I definitely got stronger, like reading teleprompter, which I think is super, super, super important. So when I came here, I was like, gotta have an open mind about doing that, and just being comfortable in that respect. And one of the really great things I like is that you didn't, like, I'm not gonna say you forced us, but you made sure that we had everything on a teleprompter, and even if we would go off, you'd be like, nah, stick to this. It was very structured. So I think the structure definitely helped me to become a better teleprompter reader, but also a better host and personality.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to know, what is one thing that you guys like or not like with working with me?
Everything.
You could be honest.
Everything.
I could take it.
Okay.
I think, because we've been working together for a long time now and on a whole bunch of different things, I think it really helped me like work as a team. I think in some of the other positions that I've had, it's like, okay, you're the content creator, so you decide what you want, and you're also producing it. They teach you to be like a one-man band, so you have to go out, decide what you want to do, find your interviews. You have to do it all on your own. And I think here, you know, I would have an idea and you'd be like, oh, no, we're not going to do that today, or we're going to navigate it in this way. And I think it just helped me to open my perspective to things that I wouldn't normally think of doing or ways that I wouldn't try to do it. So I like that part, it making me work better as a team.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I think you just, you know, in this business, sometimes it's very selfish.
Yeah.
And to find somebody that believes in you as much or even a little bit more than you do yourself, I think that it was a great testament to just showing the type of person that you are. Like, even though we might have been hesitant about something, you believed in us.
Yeah.
You know, you believed that we can, all three of us could carry this show together. And, you know, you were right. And, you know, I think it just helps build that self-confidence, especially navigating in rough waters like this.
Yes.
It's not always easy. And you've just been a great testament to somebody who's been, I could say, like a great coach. Like our coach knows your strengths and knows your weaknesses, hones in on your strengths, but also helps build your weaknesses up as well.
Right.
Dag, you gonna make me want to cry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was
Yeah, because I can, to piggyback or horseback or whatever you're going to do on the back.
We can horseback.
You are very encouraging, because when you chose us, because it was a choice. See how I did that?
I see how you did that.
Okay. It was a choice, and it was one of those things that when I first came on board, I think I told you this, that I was very inspired by how organized and how, you know, adamant you are about certain things. And it made me feel like, wow, this is very powerful. You know, you're a strong woman, and the knowledge that you give us. And it's not overbearing. It's more like, you know, a motherly, like, going out there, you can do it. And I'll be standing here, I might laugh at you, but going up out there and do it. And each show, you made me feel like, you know how the ducks are in the water and the mother's just like, you can do it. You can do it. You might drown, but you just go ahead and do it. And I'll be standing there, and you have been a great support system as far as, you know, like he said, this creative choice that we're choosing to be involved in. You've given us a platform that makes it seem that we can be bigger than what our wildest dreams might have thought of before we even got part of the show.
And that's the whole point of the L Spot in general. The whole entire company is for you to get your feet wet. Whether if you are experienced or if you're not experienced, if you didn't do something, tell me what it is, and we'll find a way to make it work within the show. So that's why, like, I listen to you guys, and I just, you know, see different ways of how to help you grow as a person and as an on-air talent. But as this being the finale, and, okay, as you know, Camilla's not going to be with us for season 3. You guys are taking over for season 3.
Yeah.
What are you going to miss about Camille?
Oh, God.
Let's make her cry today.
Let's make her cry today.
What?
What I'm gonna miss about Camille is her crotch shots. Because she likes
my thighs are working hard right now to keep everything close.
I'm gonna miss. I don't know. There's so much that I'm gonna miss about her, even though I know she's not going anywhere per se. But I'm gonna miss just her quirkiness. I really enjoy that, and things that she says, and the way she's just still has that. She's not green, but she still has that wonder, like, oh my God, you know, that could possibly, okay, you know, she just has an open mind to a lot of different things, and I enjoy those types of people, and that's one of the things that I'm gonna miss, and then I'm gonna miss you in the green room.
Well,
I'm gonna be back there turning up, all right?
Yeah.
As soon as y'all get off set, I'm like, party in the green room.
Not if it's on a Sunday, because you're gonna be like,
No, yeah, I miss my Sunday.
Yeah.
Jameer?
You know, I had an awesome time bonding with my fellow Sagittarian sister.
That's right.
That's
right.
You know, one thing I really will miss, though, is your willingness and testament to hard work. I think it takes a lot to be able to sacrifice. And, you know, even when we weren't able to do it here at the Brick Studios, you were like, yo, we're going to use my studios in Long Island. And we went there, and, you know, we still kept that moving.
Yeah.
You have shown exemplary work as far as moving this vehicle, even while you were on screen and off. And any way you take your skill set and your passion and your love for this, I think you're gonna be a superstar. So I can't wait to see what's next for Camille.
Yes.
And you know, just let me ride your coattail. If you ever,
I want you +1.
You know, when you blow up, you know.
Remember
Shit,
us.
I can say the same thing to y'all.
Well, I'm saying.
Award-winning podcast over here. Come on, multiple show hosts.
on.
Poppy over here.
Poppy.
So, look, this episode's about living our dreams, right?
Yeah.
And I think we are each doing that. And what I love about us as a group is that we have this, but we also have other things. It's like, yo, I'm shooting this. Can you like come help me with this or blah, blah, blah. And we're always like, how was your weekend? How was your week? What's going on? Congratulations on this. I saw you posted about that. So that's what I really love, like the camaraderie and the teamwork on this project and like just in our lives in general. And I think that was part of the reason why we just worked so well together and was able to pull all of this stuff off. So I appreciate that.
So guys, once again, this is our finale. So I'm going to let, for the last time, you guys close out the show right now.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, it's your girl. You guys can still follow me at Camille J _. You know, I'll definitely be posting whatever's going on. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. You guys can follow me at It's Jameer on Twitter and Instagram. And ladies, if you're over 40 and you're feeling frisky, you can follow me on Facebook.
Yes,
That's
Frisky
where you'll be.
40s.
That's
right, Frisky 40s. Yes. Well, I am Angela Yvonne, and you can follow me at Absolutely Angela Yvonne and Entertainment _Fix, or anywhere that there might be some shenanigans.
Let's go, Shanann.
And definitely follow the L Spot online. Make sure you stay tuned so you too can network and be recognized.
Peace.
We out of here.
And I like, what's that song? Heart in My Hands on this last album.
I got my heart in my hands, bitch. Don't you break that shit. That one?
We're also going to be joined by artist OnStar. Baby's going to show us a little dance move or two. And we have Phil. Thank you for helping me with that. Philanthropist Sugar Ray. He's also an author. He's going to be bringing his book along and maybe a special guest.
I like how you flow with it.
A special episode. We have our Battle of the Sexes with the cast of Bum Rush. If you haven't seen it,
The magic in my hand when I stop to rub you the right way. Oh well.
15, a young man from Cape Cod had the first. Angela, I'm sorry.
that was to be a vegan, but she's going to be sharing her work, her career, music, and her life on the Broadway. On Broadway? Broadway instead of Bravo.
Well, she's going to Broadway. You better speak in that existence. You better say it. You better say it. Don't you prophesize on a Sunday.
Ooh, what did I say? You guys stay tuned. This is the L Spot Show.
Yeah.